Have you ever driven past a massive, decaying building and wondered what happened? Today, we're diving deep into the story of one such place, the Valley View Center in Dallas, Texas. Once a bustling hub of fashion and fun, it now sits as a ghostly reminder of a bygone era. What went so wrong? Why is this enormous structure just rotting in plain sight? Stick around as we uncover the rise and spectacular fall of a Texas shopping giant. Back in 1973, Valley View Center opened its doors to a huge fanfare. It wasn't just a mall, it was a destination. With over 1 million square feet of retail space, it was one of the largest shopping centers in the region. It featured anchor stores that were household names: Sears, JCPenney, and the high-end Dallas-based Sanger Harris. Imagine the excitement. For years, this was the place to be. People flocked here not just to shop, but to socialize, to see and be seen. It had an ice rink, a 6-screen movie theater, and a distinctive design that made it feel futuristic and exciting. In its heyday during the 70s and 80s, Valley View was the heart of North Dallas commerce and culture. It was so popular that it even made a cameo in the 1986 movie RoboCop. That's right, this decaying giant was once a movie star. So, what was the first crack in the foundation? Competition. In 1983, a new, even more luxurious mall opened just a mile away, the Dallas Galleria. The Galleria was glitzy, glamorous, and pulled in high-end retailers that Valley View just couldn't compete with. It had a more modern feel, a larger ice rink, and it quickly became the new it spot for shoppers. Slowly but surely, the crowds and the money started to migrate down the road. It wasn't an overnight collapse, but a slow bleed. Valley View tried to fight back, undergoing a major renovation in the mid-80s to freshen up its look. They added a new food court and tried to attract new tenants, but the shadow of the Galleria loomed large. As we moved into the 90s and 2000s, the decline accelerated. The retail landscape was changing. The rise of big-box stores and later online shopping began to chip away at the traditional mall model. Why drive to a mall when you could get everything you needed at a Walmart or Target, or eventually, with a few clicks on Amazon? This was a nationwide trend, but older malls like Valley View were hit the hardest. They started to lose their core anchor stores, which is often the death knell for any shopping center. JCPenney was the first major anchor to leave in 2013, followed by Macy's, which had taken over the old Sanger Harris spot. The mall started to feel empty. Corridors that were once packed with shoppers became eerily quiet. To fill the void, the mall's management started leasing space to smaller, independent retailers and even non-traditional tenants like a trade school and a glow-in-the-dark mini-golf course. This was a valiant effort to keep the lights on, but it changed the character of the mall. It was no longer a premier shopping destination. It was becoming a collection of disparate businesses, a mishmash of what was left. The movie theater, once a major draw, closed its doors. The iconic ice rink melted for the last time. The vibrant heart of the mall had stopped beating. Now you might be thinking, why not just tear it down? It's a huge piece of valuable real estate in a prime Dallas location. Well, that's where the story gets even more complicated. In 2012, a new ownership group bought the property with a grand vision. They announced a multi-billion-dollar plan called Dallas Midtown, a massive mixed-use development that would completely transform the area. We're talking new retail spaces, luxury condos, office towers, parks, and even a modern streetcar line. The plan was incredible. It promised to create a new urban village, a city within a city, right on the site of the dying mall. The city of Dallas was on board, offering significant tax incentives to make it happen. It seemed like Valley View was finally going to get its second act. So, demolition began. Piece by piece, the old mall started to come down. The parking garages were razed. The former Sears building was demolished. It looked like progress, but then it just stopped. The project stalled. What went wrong this time? The answer lies in a complex web of financial issues, disagreements between developers, and logistical nightmares. The massive Dallas Midtown project was not a single entity, but a partnership of different property owners who controlled different parcels of the land. Getting everyone to agree on a unified plan and secure the necessary funding proved to be an insurmountable challenge. One of the key players, Heritage Growth Properties, which owned the old Sears building, decided to develop their parcel independently, breaking from the larger Midtown vision. Other parts of the project just never got off the ground. The grand dream of a unified urban paradise fractured into competing interests and stalled ambitions. And so, the demolition was left half-finished. What remains today is a bizarre landscape of destruction and decay. The central part of the mall, the main corridor and the old JCPenney, is still standing, but it's completely gutted and exposed to the elements. It's surrounded by rubble, weeds, and the ghosts of demolished structures. It's a surreal and sad sight, a testament to a grand vision that crumbled. This strange, half-demolished state has made the site a magnet for urban explorers and photographers. The images and videos you see online are haunting. They show empty storefronts with peeling paint, shattered glass, and escalators frozen in time, leading to nowhere. It's a modern ruin, a powerful symbol of economic shifts and failed ambitions, but it's also a safety hazard and an eyesore for the local community. The city has been in a long battle with the remaining property owners to either finish the demolition or secure the site properly. It's a legal and logistical quagmire. So what does the future hold for Valley View? The Dallas Midtown dream, as it was originally envisioned, seems to be dead. The current reality is a patchwork of smaller, separate developments. The AMC Theater on the edge of the property was actually rebuilt and is now a state-of-the-art cinema, a strange beacon of newness next to the decay. The land where Sears once stood is being developed into a new set of shops and restaurants, but the central corpse of the mall remains in limbo, a giant question mark on the Dallas landscape. The story of Valley View Center is more than just about a failed mall. It's a story about how our cities change. It reflects the death of the 20th century retail model and the difficult, often messy birth of whatever comes next. It is a cautionary tale about the challenges of large-scale urban redevelopment and the complexities of turning big dreams into concrete reality. For the people who grew up with Valley View, who had their first dates at the movie theater or spent weekends ice skating, it's a piece of their history, slowly rotting away. It's a powerful reminder that nothing, no matter how big or popular, is permanent. What do you think should happen to the remains of Valley View? And what are your memories of this once great Dallas landmark? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this story interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating places. See you in the next one.